Says we're live. Uh, Anybody watching? Are we live? Can you see us? Can you hear us? Because my remote seems to be freaking out, but still says we're going.
Hi,
The vape gods are not with me today. I guess that's what I
everyone.
get for doing a live show on Sundays.
Okay. Technical difficulties. I get that a lot.
Yeah, monster touched buttons.
He needs to not touch buttons.
I'm a good button pusher, though.
Right?
All right, so how's everybody doing today in chat? As always, I'm your host, Monsterman and Vapes, and I got my two regulars on hand. I got the lovely TKAT,
Hi, guys.
and I got Spike Vapes with us. How y'all doing today?
Good, good.
So, for starters, let's say what we are vaping on and what we are possibly drinking. So, always ladies first. So, TKAT, what do you got?
So I got my, again, Warrior 85 watts with my profile. And I got my Keep It 100 lemon. Dude, lemon.
What you drinking?
What am I drinking? Tim Hortons coffee.
As usual.
Okay, so I am trying to refresh your stuff here.
While she's doing that, Spike, what do you got, brother?
Today I've got iJoy Captain, got an old school Vaporesso NRG tank with mesh coil head in there. In that I've got, where is it? Kiwi mango in that. Got an old school mod, got an old RX 200. I got the Kylan V2 on there. I've got some rainbow with sweet and sour candy. That's from Great Canadian Fog. I got, of course, the Pulse with the drop in there. I've got some cherry and always got the Orion kicking around. And to be honest, I don't even know what I have in that.
Just a random flavor. It's still good, right?
I've got so many flavors on the go, it's hard to keep track of them.
All right, so what do I got? Oh, by the way, what are you drinking?
Where is it? Water.
All right, so what do I got? Well, my light setup is the Crown 4 kit, checkmate mod with the Crown 4 tank on top. Got some peanut butter rocket in that. Also, another one that's got peanut butter rocket in it is the Maxo 315 with the Zeus X RK on top. I got, as always, the Titan PWM with the Titan tank on top. And then I decided to bring out the big boy, the old boy again. Hammer God V4 with the Goon 25. And that's got some My Sweet Dragon in it. What am I drinking, of course? It's Sunday, folks. You know I got that beer going. So let's address some of the folks in chat. Say hello to them. So we got that's all, folks. Bartholomew Beaverhausen, what's up, buddy? Vapin' Joe M, hello. Sin Kaya Vapor, how you doing? Turn up your mic, man. If I turn up any higher, if this thing goes up any higher, it's gonna be Bob Marley here in about 30 seconds. All right, that's about halfway up. That should be good. Good. All right. So, Truckin' Vapes did a show last night, and he was talking about this. And TKAT and Spike also have the articles to talk about this. So, a teenager in Colorado was killed by what the news say is over vape gear. From what Spike and I found, that as far as tobacco age in Colorado, it's still 18, and the kid was 18, so he was legal to have it. But what this article talked about, and also in the news video that the article had, a another teenager and his girlfriend were planning on robbing the kid, and they brought a third person with them, and that kid apparently brought a gun just to scare the kid with the vape gear. Well, apparently a fight broke out, and the kid ended up getting shot and killed. I first read that, and I was just in all shock, really. Like seriously, I just thinking about it now, and I know I'm stumbling over my words here, but that's just because I'm more worried about the kid's family. Because no parent should have to bury their own child. And from what the news said, this was a good kid. You know, he was a rugby player. And he was legal to have a vape gear, so he was 18 years old, so he had every right to have it, if, as long as he's of age, yes. And he was. But seriously, and Spike and TKAT are, they're more than welcome to throw in their opinions at any time. But it's not. I don't think it's necessarily to do because of vaping. I think it's mainly just due to and this can happen in any way. It could have involved anything. I've heard of stuff like this going down over a pair of shoes, iPhones, Androids, iPods, gaming consoles. It just happened to be vapeware this time.
Yep.
So Spike, TKAT, if you guys got any words you like to put out there on this subject?
I'm just trying to get everything all situated here on my laptop too. Because I have Twitch, YouTube.
She's got 4 different screens going on right now, folks.
Yeah.
That's ADD.
So not only do I have everybody on here, but I also have everybody on here and then on Twitch. So I kind of decided to. Oh, he froze.
Who froze?
There we go. You froze. So I kind of have it where Monsterman and me will be streaming at the same time, basically about his shows. Oh, look at that.
We got the salad in the house, folks.
Now put this down. Plug in my other headset. So then it's a little bit more.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Plug this in. So then it's a little bit easier for people to find him and people to find me, and mostly him.
Cowboy Vapor says what they are failing to mention is that the e-juice may or may not contain THC. Right. Yes, but it happened in Colorado, so. And I think in Colorado, THC or marijuana, all of that follows in line with the tobacco laws, wouldn't they?
No.
But I'm not in Colorado, so I wouldn't know.
Salad was tossed.
Where's Mike if you need him?
Let's see if he's having some technical difficulties. You having some technical difficulties?
After that, Houston.
You hung up. Okay, never mind. Guess I won't.
Oh, the salad.
So I gotta.
Bartholomew just said in Colorado it's highly likely. Yep. But it's legal there, so.
Yeah.
So how was your week?
How was my week? Well, shot some reviews, which to let you all know, I had my latest review is on the bulk RTA by Umier Vippenfagen. I would have been running it right now, but unfortunately the coils I had in it burnt up, and I haven't had a chance to rebuild it yet. But go check out my review on the bulk RTA, because I'm not going to say anything about it. Go watch the review. Jennifer, how you doing, hun?
How about your Spike?
Sorry.
How was your week?
It was all right. It was quiet.
How about your week, TKAT?
You want to get on that one? Okay, short form. My daughter got 2 teeth removed. That was fun. Got front row seats. Got my dog fixed and 2 claws removed. Got my teeth filled. Gotta do the other side. Had to rush dog to animal clinic because his feet were swelling on Thursday. And then, yeah. Rest is all good. Working lots.
That barking you're hearing is probably the dog going, quit talking about me.
No, that's the other puppy. So
that's my dum dum.
that's my puppy now. He's also on Prozac too, just so everyone knows.
That dog looks way too happy for this situation.
Here's another happy looking one.
He's on Prozac.
That's him. Not on Prozac. His ears are so perked. Now his ears are like down. And there is a really good possibility that because of his anxiety and ADHD hyperness, that's why his ears are always perked up. And he's a golden retriever border collie mix, so.
All right, Bebin Joe M says it is bullshit that they killed him over juice and 2 smoked Nords. Bartholomew, I worked Friday, so yeah, I did miss out on the Slayer, didn't I? Yeah, e-juice and smoked Nord, like damn. But from what I heard, from what I read, the kid that had the gun was also, I believe they all went to the same high school. Why did the kid have a gun in the first place? God almighty. Oh, we only had intentions of robbing him. Then why did you bring a gun? You brought it to scare him? No, you bring a gun because you have an intention to shoot. Or at least have the thought of shooting. And it's like if you were, I'm a big supporter of the Second Amendment. I am. But it's like if I were to conceal and carry, if I have a concealed carry sidearm on me, that thought is going to run through my head the entire time I'm out and about, because it's like, what if the situation comes up that I need to shoot somebody? You know what I mean? Well said, Salad. Well said.
Excuse me.
Tell us how you really feel.
This is what I had to deal with today, or this week.
Youch.
Yeah. It's down to the quick, and I just cleaned it up so it doesn't catch too easily on anything else. I love my puppy. I swear to God.
Bartholomew says, if you just want to scare, make sure it isn't loaded.
If I want to scare, I'll bring a Crocodile Dundee knife.
That's not a knife.
Right.
That's a knife.
That's a
Be careful
knife.
if we start doing the Australian impressions. Labworks are gonna be popping in chat. You got to be careful on that one.
It's our way to summon him. You should know that.
What's that quote? Hold on. I've got to do a little bit of research.
Yes, and is pathetic. Kill someone over vape gear. Really?
I got a dunk.
You got a what?
We all should have a dunk. And in your case, Bear, you are my dunk.
I don't know what that means, but
Crocodile Dundee reference. It's the big guy that obliterates the person.
in Colorado, in a commission of a felony, you can be killed under. Okay, never mind. Screen started freaking out there a little bit. In Colorado, in a commission of a felony, you can be killed under Make My Day law. Doesn't matter loaded or not. Vaping Bubba, what's up, buddy? Sally's having some technical difficulties. You know how hard it is to focus on the screen? I'm trying to read chat, and I can see something else going on my computer screen, which you guys are all on. It's just like, okay, what's going over here? But I'm trying to focus on this. Sometimes I wish I had the eyes of chameleon, so I can look down. I can look down at the phone and look down at the screen. Like, of course, that's just begging the brain to go into an seizure. Like, I can't do this.
I don't know how long I'm going to have network, but I have actual network. I'm not on my phone right now.
Bartholomew, that's funny. In the words of Larry the Cable Guy, I don't care who you are, that's funny right there. Sad as always, it is Bubba.
Oh, fingers hurt. Ow.
And the picture that I saw of the kid that was involved in the kill, not the one that shot the teenager, but the one that had the girlfriend that were originally planning this to rob him. Saw a picture of him. He plays football. And I'm sitting there going, "Huh, boy, you just screwed your chances of getting into college on a full scholarship."
Yeah. Yep.
But this situation, like I said, could have happened for anything. It just happened to be vape gear this time. I've heard stuff here in Kansas City all the time of something like this going down. And I've heard some of them were over shoes, some of them were over gaming consoles.
Canes.
Candy canes?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Over anything and everything, someone's gonna try and hurt somebody.
Yeah,
a cheeseburger. Sorry, that'd be me.
More homeless people.
That would be me.
No, you'd be fighting over a cup of Tim Hortons.
No, it would be the burger, not the cup of Tim Hortons. It would be the burger. I jump over a table for a burger.
I wish we had a Harvey's down here. But then the U.S. government will probably find a way to make it worse.
No, they'll tax the fucking shit out of the ingredients to where it's basically a McDonald's crossed with a Five Guys.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Or will it?
Yeah, Bartholomew. That's why I moved out of the city. That's why I'm glad I live where I'm at. I'm about 20 minutes to a half hour from Kansas City. So I'm not in a rural area, but I'm in more of a rural area than Kansas City. Smaller town, even though the people here are still dumb as fuck.
He's not quite the chicken molester distance, but it's close.
Oh, guess who's here?
Uh-oh.
My biggest
Francis.
fan. Hi.
It's really funny. We were just talking about you, Francis, before we actually went live. I just simply said, you know who I haven't seen in chat for a while? And Spike goes, what? Francis. TKAT's #1 fan. The one that drools over her eyes. And like you said in chat, TKAT, beautiful eyes.
My kid's just like, and she's like, I almost threw up. Almost threw up.
Have your parents ever done that to you when you were a kid? You know, they'd like be holding hands and you're like, yeah, that's gross, Dad. I swear to God, my dad would do that to me all the time when I was a kid.
Here we go. Just for Francis.
And there's a goo mess all over his screen.
I was about to say, did I just hear a zipper go?
Oh, no. He didn't have a chance to get the zipper down. It was just like...
As Cleveland Brown put it, and boom goes a dynamite.
Jackie Gleason was better. I'm gonna power right in the kisser. Power right in the kisser.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
See, this camera does not do justice for my eyes. It looks like I either got punched in the face or I got like poofy, blacked out eyes or something.
No, it just looks like you haven't slept in like 2 days.
Oh, I haven't. I haven't.
Accurate.
That's actually pretty freaking accurate. He's like, no, I respect
Okay,
TKAT that much.
first it goes woohoo, and then he says, no, I respect TKAT too much.
Excuse me.
You're gonna hear a little from her because her ADHD is like getting the best of her for the last couple of days.
So, how's everybody's weekend going so far?
I worked today. I dealt with a very... Oh my gosh! It's gonna be successful for walking Renji. I'm not gonna pull out arm sockets no more. He pulls my arm that bad that he pulls it out of its socket. Yeah. Because he's so anxiety prone. For the first time, I've actually been able to walk him nicely, and I was so happy. And he's chilled. Like you know how normally I have like the whining and everything going on. Nothing. Yeah, nothing.
It's just the look on your face that's making me laugh. She's just like,
I'm so excited. I love walking my dogs. It's just Renji made it so hard for me to walk that it wasn't enjoyable anymore. And I even told the vet this. I'm like, it's not enjoyable anymore. The only one that's keeping it enjoyable is my other dog, Buddy. But he gets too tired that he can't go for long walks anymore.
Francis, her and Kimmy, and you know it. If TKAT has the eyes, well, Kimmy's more frozen lasagna. And now we're gonna see Kimmy in chat.
She's gonna be like, "Excuse me, what you talk about my My frozen lasagna.
She would send like pictures on like Truckin's Facebook group and show like pictures of homemade lasagna. I'm like, bullshit, Kimmy. I see the Stouffer's logo on that pan. I gotta give Kimmy shit though. If I don't give people shit, people will think something's wrong with me. Oh man. So y'all got any like new vape gear or?
When have I had the money to?
I'll be honest. I'm gonna be excited to review this Free Max Twister. Heard a lot of good things about it, but I'll be the judge of that.
Well, if you don't like it, I'll take it.
Right.
I could have some use for some stuff. I still gotta get my chaos fixed.
Francis, Kimmy, Kimmy has her tooth. Hey, what is wrong with us? Dysfunctional family here, folks.
He's starting to make noise, which means he needs to go out again. I gotta make a sign now saying "letting dog out." Be right back.
So I'll wait till we'll wait till T gets back so she can put some input on this. But I will say the other article that we found that Spike sent me was about something that your town was doing, Spike.
Yeah. What was it? A few days back, I believe it was May 15th. Where I live in Aurelia, they just passed some put in some new bylaws where you cannot smoke cigarettes, vape, or consume cannabis anywhere that is either owned or leased by the city here. So like when I'm out and about, like I gotta, like if I'm downtown, I can't be vaping. Like, I mean, okay, I got my little stealth vaping, but I don't know. It's kind
you
of
can't vape something like this or this.
Yeah, nothing like this. But I'm pretty sure I've seen a lot of, let's call them undercovers. I think they've been out there scoping to try and bust people.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
A town not too far from me, pretty close to Salad, a town called Independence. A while back, they went to 21 tobacco age from 18. And cops there will do that all the time. They will scope out people who are smoking or vaping, and they'll try to bust them for being underage. I'll tell you it's kind of bullshit. And this actually happened to me. This was before I started vaping. This was back when I was still smoking. A couple of buddies of mine and myself were going to a movie theater down there to go watch a movie. And I was sitting by my car. We took my car and I was just laying up against the grill, just kind of having a cigarette. And I was 19, just about 9. Yeah, I was 19. And so in my town, I was legal. But apparently you can't, they try to bust you for smoking, even if, well, what's the word I'm looking for? Even though I didn't buy the cigarettes there, or I'm not from there, but they still try to bust me. And the weird thing is that even when they originally set it to 21, they said the purchase. That's all they said was just the purchase. They didn't say anything about the use. It just says purchase. It's like if you're going to do something like that, you gotta be a little more specific. If you're not intending on people to do it, even smoke or vape under the age of 21, then you need to put purchase and use, not just purchase. That only covers purchasing. Yes, Francis, it was TKAT to let the dogs out. Roof, roof.
That song is
Yeah, stop letting the fat chicks out there, Monsterman.
I'm not a redneck.
Yeah, you just said you lived in the middle of nowhere.
I said I lived in a more rural area compared to that of Kansas City.
Oh, so you live in the suburbs. Gotcha.
This is a guy right here, folks, that tries to burn me every chance he gets. However, though, the first time he met my dad,
I held my tongue. I was respectful to your father.
oh no, dude, he would eat you alive.
You
You got a 60-some-year-old man who is from a more rural town than the town I live in. I'm talking about a real country town. He graduated with only 28 people. Graduated in 1976.
Wow.
Trust me, he would eat you alive.
He old as fuck is what you're saying. Actually, no, he's not old as fuck. My dad's older.
Yeah, Bartholomew lives in a more rural area than I do. Still a nice little town, though. It's like a town. When I'm on my way up to see family up in Trenton, there's a town called Winston. Right now, its population is about 225 people. You blink, you miss it. Like even at their main road speed limit, which is 45 miles an hour, you'll go from one side of the town to the other in about 30 seconds, if that. Which, by the way, though, Bartholomew makes a mean brisket. He leaves the fat on, which is good.
I'm just gonna start calling him Bart Simpson.
All right, Bartholomew will give you full permission to lash out on Salad in chat. Let's put Salad to the test here.
All he's probably gonna say is "eat my shorts," and then it just follows suit. That's assuming he takes offense to being called Bart Simpson.
Bartholomew makes you look like a saint when it comes to the old mouth. Round one, fight.
Right?
Man, I was gonna say, how long does it take to let a dog out? But then it's like, well, he just had surgery not too long ago, so that dog ain't 100%.
Well, she also has to pay attention to him.
All right, folks, if you're into dragon fruit, go check out Artist Liquids and their My Sweet Dragon. This stuff's really good. All right, Bartholomew, you said you'll go up against him, but you've been quiet ever since. Like, come on, man, what you got?
I don't think he takes offense to being called Bart. Otherwise, I think he would have said something by now.
You know how much you have to. You know how far up you have to look up just to look at me eye to eye. That's me to Brian, or Bartholomew. Bartholomew is a bit taller than me.
Okay.
You're like what, 6'7", Bartholomew?
My argument is still standing as he doesn't take offense to being called Bart Simpson.
There she is. there's the doggy.
The woof woof.
The cone. That has to be just torture.
Well, yeah, if you're used to licking yourself and you now can't lick yourself, it would be torture.
You are a bunch of quiet. It's always me. It's me doing the talking. Come on, guys, speak up. People have been saying you're awfully quiet, Spike, and you start talking.
Yeah, I know.
Cat got his tongue.
Put some liquor in them. Now get them talking.
Right? Right?
Liquid courage, liquid confidence, or as my grandpa loved to like to put it, marriage helper.
Yeah.
Well, what's everybody in chat vaping on?
That's a good question. Now that TKAT,
And
so the other article that Spike sent me was a article that his town was doing. Where we talked about that. Another article was also for heavy metals and the vapor, which that's still going on. The whole popcorn lung and heavy metal shit. Well, first off, and me and Stevie J were talking about this last night. First off, the popcorn lung that was debunked like 2 years ago, so that's out the door.
not necessarily debunked, as it was found that the diacetyl was the cause of the popcorn lung, and that has since been banned from being in juices.
But at the same time, you also realize that you are 100 times more likely to get popcorn lung from a cigarette. But how many cases out there have been recorded of getting popcorn lung from a cigarette? None. First off, do they not seem to realize just how much shit is in the air?
Most people don't.
Like Stevie said, since Stevie's a trucker, the trucks in California there's a new emissions law for diesels. And let me just say this: the air coming out of the truck, out of the truck's exhaust, is cleaner than the air going into it. What does that tell you? There is shit in the air that's still not good for us. Like, look at Japan. Japan's still going through that nuclear spill. They have a nuclear power plant that is right now leaking radioactive waste into the ocean. They found a Harley off the coast of California with Japanese plates on it. So that bike was in Japan, but the ocean carried it all the way to the West Coast. Wow. So that and granted, I give Japan credit, they are trying to stop it. But there's still a fuckload of radioactive waste being leaked into the ocean. Who knows what that's doing?
Turn it up, isn't it?
Y'all seen what radiation does to anywhere from us to animals to even plants. What I'm worried about is waking up one morning and there being an alert on the news saying that a 500-foot giant lizard is stomping its way to the U.S.
Hey, look, it is Godzilla.
Gojira.
I mean, but let's be honest. If you saw Godzilla, you'd be like, I'm out of here, peace.
I'd be like, can I touch it?
Can I touch your lizard?
Hey, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die at least touching it.
Go out like a champ.
Hey, who knows? Maybe the Godzilla might be like, I actually don't mind this. Okay. This is the first human I'm going to be okay with.
Filthy, stinking humans.
Bartholomew says I can't type it all, Salad. But he did say there is 300 times more in one cigarette than there was in a single tank of e-juice. And then he says Godzilla will attack Japan first.
All depends on where.
No.
So obviously the air we breathe is not 100% healthy. There's fumes from plants, there, smoke, other chemicals, there, dirt. I mean, look at the take me and Salad for example. We work in an automotive manufacturing plant. Imagine the air we're breathing in, Salad.
There's actually tubes up in the ceiling by the rafters that have warning asbestos labels
But
in the
good thing is-
rafters.
yes, but the good thing is, during this past week, we've gotten flyers saying they're going to re-roof the plant.
Okay, that's re-roofing the plant. What about getting the asbestos crap out of the plant?
That's probably what they're doing.
No, that's just. Yes, they're going to mess with the re-tarring of the roof. That way it doesn't leak. And that doesn't specify what building that they're going after first. For all we know, that just could be one specific variation of the shop. Without going into details, because I don't want work to come knocking on the door. Because this isn't Three's company.
Kind of.
Yeah, I made the joke.
But about the whole heavy metals thing, and
Reversed.
Stevie put this pretty well. Yes, there are regulations as far as the amount of heavy metals in air. There's heavy metals in everything, even the dirt.
Yes.
I mean, hell, iron is a mineral.
All
So
metals
there's
are
obviously
mineral.
iron and dirt.
The chemicals that really throw the red flags for most people is diacetyl, formaldehyde, arsenic. And while arsenic is mainly found in almond-based things or almond substitute because it is made from almonds, is the formaldehyde. And formaldehyde is a naturally existing substance in everything. Everything.
Water.
See, Bartholomew puts it, the air we breathe is more damaging than the juice we vape.
Yep.
This coffee.
Everything is good within moderation. To a degree.
Unless you're
There's
me.
always exceptions to every rule. Meth was used back in the early 20s and 30s as remedies, actual over-the-counter medications. They thought at one point in time irradiated stuff was good for you.
Barbers.
Well, look at arsenic, which is a common ingredient in rat poison. It's used as blood thinners. But yet, it can still kill us.
Well, anything can.
Water can kill us.
Yeah.
But-
you drink too much water. I think it's like what? Gallons?
2 gallons.
Gallons.
2 gallons and what is it, like 45 to an hour, you can die from water poisoning.
I was actually looking that up a little bit ago. Let me look it up real fast. It's called hypo something. It has to do with
Hypohydration.
yeah, where it dilutes the salt in your blood and your body and body
Ginger
can't-
blood too.
Doesn't it also do something to your? It also like what oversaturates your cells or something.
That's exactly what it does. It oversaturates your cells to the point where it's not carrying anything else that the body needs.
So all you health nuts drinking gallons upon gallons of water a day, yeah, you're not gonna live as long as we are.
Yes and no. In one aspect, if you're just going to sit like I do on my ass all day, every day, and suck down 2 gallons of water, I'm going to die from it. Now, if I'm out in the heat, sweating, I'm also drinking Gatorade in between, I'm actually going to be better sucking down the 2 gallons because I'm sweating it out, I'm peeing it out, I'm listening to my body and what my body needs in that moment.
And I also originated as a joke before you said that statement.
I know. I'm just in today's society with all the misinformation getting thrown around. I wanted to
Clarify.
squelch that in a heartbeat. No offense to you, Bear.
Well, health nuts kind of do take it a little bit more, like, to the extreme.
Like let's take the vegans and nothing against vegans. Nothing if you want to live that lifestyle, it's your life.
It is vegan topic now.
Oh shit. It's transitioned from vaping to vegan.
Yeah, it starts with a V.
It's dysfunctional family here, man. Like I warned people when I first announced doing this show. It's like you might want to bring on your big boy pants and hang on to the roller coaster.
Dun, dun,
It's gonna
dun.
be all over the place. But never mind. Because I'm gonna piss off a lot of people.
Well, there's extremists and then there's non-extremists. The extremists, I just want to throw a shoe at. A leather shoe.
Deer or cow?
I'm gonna have to think about that one. Probably a cow because they're like they won't vouch for a deer, but they'll vouch for a cow.
I don't care. Cow tastes delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had one friend that was an extremist. Oh yeah. Let's just say I sat down and I was protesting and I had 5 freaking burgers, juicy burgers, in front of them. Like, that is so disgusting. Look what happened to the cow. And I'm like, you know what? The cow gave me food. This is Moo. This is Macy. This is Marley. Like, I was naming them off. And
This is Big Betsy.
yeah. And like, she got really upset. Like, I said, you know what? Don't cram it down my throat of what you eat. I'm going to eat what I'm going to eat because this is what I need for nutrition-wise. You can eat whatever you want. You can have this, and this. I can't have this, and this. Why? I'm allergic to it. So how am I to get this kind of
Sustenance.
Well, the last I read is that the protein that's found in meat is the more efficient protein that the body can run on.
Well, there's other it is, but you can substitute it.
But meat just tastes better.
Yes, but the reason why we can process meat a lot better is because the cows or the animal process it for us, so it is in a better quantity for us. Whereas if we had to basically do all the substitutes and everything, we have to calculate on how much the cow eats, how much quantity that we need to eat to get that quantity that is in the cow's meat.
No.
Really, Bartholomew? You threw a boot at Jared's head? Well, he must have really... Oh, yeah, he told me about that.
So, in all senses, is that they have to calculate 10 times more just to get their meal, but they can overdose on certain vitamins, certain things, and actually cause more harm for themselves. If they're not getting the right amount of protein, they can actually lose out on body weight and everything else. Yes, it's a great slimmer, but it's not a good diet. But if you do it, good for you. I'm gonna stick to my beef.
It goes back to what Sal said about moderation, which be proud of me, TKAT. I've actually started to moderate my eating.
How many veggies have you been eating?
Well, for this past week, I had a shrimp salad that had onion, celery, bell pepper in it.
Lucky.
Keep going.
Did you eat the vegetables?
I ate the whole damn thing because I made it.
Good.
Okay, now when you say shrimp salad, was it like a pound of shrimp with a half cup of salad, or was it more like a bowl of salad?
It's a shrimp salad that my grandma used to make. It's for every pound of shrimp, it was a cup and a half of celery, 2 cups of onion, and a cup of bell pepper.
Okay.
That's a pretty decent salad. You should know.
And a lot of garlic.
Garlic's good for your system. Too much of it, though, can actually cause liver issues.
Another issue is if you eat enough of it, when you sweat, you smell like it.
Nothing wrong with that, unless you're a vampire. Are you a vampire, Bear?
Not true.
You've seen the garlic I put on my food.
Yes, but you complain to garlic as if you were a vampire. Are you, in fact, a vampire?
Nah, just be a werewolf.
Werebear in your case.
Why do you think? Why do you think I love working nights?
Again, you're too massive to be a wolf. You're more like a bear.
He's the wolf.
Eat a cow, save greens for the vegans.
Actually, fun fact. Vegetables and plants all have voices. Yeah? They have discovered that they actually sing songs to one another to commune with each other. But we cannot hear it. And whenever a plant is actually being killed or destroyed or a leaf is coming off, they do panic signals. It is...
Sounds like vegan bullshit to me.
I forget who I was watching. The guy basically said that it's actually causing more harm to make tofu. Like, because you gotta dig up the ground, you gotta, and you're killing the wildlife, you're killing all of this, you're killing all of that, you're killing animals in general just to make this tofu.
So tofu is worse for the animal population than just
And
eating
the
the animal
pesticide
itself.
that they use for it is to keep bugs and everything away from it, and it's killing them immediately on contact. Think about that for a second.
Well,
Just to get that. They're killing, this guy's a farmer, and you basically stated, I've killed over 2,000 animals just to get that little bit of the bean for you. 2,000 animals. And I'm like, this is why I don't like tofu.
It doesn't taste very good either.
Well, to a degree. There's certain ones that are pretty good if you mix it with certain things. It's a good substitute for protein, but I can't have it, unfortunately. My body.
Because it's a bean.
No, not because it's a bean, but because my body can't process it properly. When I eat it, I get sick. Hence why I eat my meat.
This show went sideways so fucking quick.
You brought about vegans.
No. It's everything.
Sorry, is that Sal?
Go.
everything we're talking about right now is that moderation thing. The vegan diet, yes, it can work, but you have to moderate and pay attention to what you're eating. The whole formaldehyde and arsenic conversation we had before that was, well, blood thinner, and it's in everything. And it just walks itself back to the vaping, how we're being told it's worse for you this way, it's this another way. Paying attention to what you're doing, bottom line. It all can work if you pay attention. People look at cigarettes as, no, I don't have to pay attention, that's easier, when in all actuality it's a lot more harmful to you.
How long have we been
You
live
could-
for? Oh shit,
Right
we got
now.
Jared the Vaping Goat in chat. Jared.
Now, the same mentality of paying attention to what's going on and consistency is leaving your mods lying around, paying attention to where they are, who's around them, and who has access. Paying attention to your bottles, whether they're opened or not. Just like you would your cigarettes. You're going to leave them in your purse, leave them in your car, leave them out of reach of the children. But you know they're mischievous little shits.
Yeah. I'm guilty of that as a child.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna lie,
well,
I did
I-
take a pack of cigarettes and threw it down the toilet. Clogged up the toilet.
Well, I didn't smoke until much, much later in my life. I was still pyro and walked off with lighters.
Me too.
But it's that paying attention, negligence on the individual's side.
Yeah.
I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
I love what Jared put in chat. I just want to put out there, I would like to set myself on fire and do a rain dance to see if I can put myself out.
I can find that liquid. That
Jared
Rammstein.
Rammstein. You can't see me right now, but I'm shaking my finger at you saying I have ways of making that work safely.
Well, they use a type of liquid. And he can do it safely, and you can see how long it takes.
It's actually a gel.
Yes, there's the gel form, and then there's also a liquid form. My friend used to have some. They ordered it because they wanted to see how long it would take for their arms to go out. Wasn't a good idea.
I'm still quiet as hell. Hang on, give me a sec.
Yes, we are using OBS.
All right, I'm going to turn my... There we go. See if that helps any. I don't understand why I'm quiet as hell.
Go. You might have to go on to OBS and actually turn that up.
While I'm fixing this, you all keep talking.
Can't do it on the control system. You actually have to use the one that's on the desktop.
Oh, that's nice to know.
Because it's working perfectly fine on here.
All right. Let's see.
It's funny. There's only like one person watching on my stream, and it's literally me.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna have to see what
I'm
he's
gonna say
doing.
they're both turned up all the way. And
No,
yes,
you
folks,
gotta
that is a
go
picture.
down. And not those two. You gotta go down. In that area that you saw. You gotta go down. The scroll. Go to these. I'm gonna take over in a few
Fine.
seconds here.
There.
Watch me do my magic, guys. On both.
And yes, that is a picture of Godzilla as my background.
Okay, talk for a second.
Yo.
I need people to let me know when he's more magical. You need to keep talking.
Jared, you big beautiful bastard, you need to stop hurting yourself.
Ernie.
Hey. I'm like Jared though. I need to stop touching buttons.
Can you guys hear him a little bit better?
Somebody say something.
Say something or I'm giving up on you. Yeah, you have to keep you need to keep talking. Say just start singing randomly.
Oh man. Now let's talk about what I got going up for reviews. So next up for review is I was going to the Glass RTA yesterday, but I got invited to a party and I was just like, hell yeah. So I'm going to do that after the show. Later on the week, sort of a retro review, going to do the Goon 25. And then I got the Freemax Twister yesterday, which I'm also going to stop back at the shop to pick up a couple more items, so that way I have a more queue. I still got a couple things that Jared has given me. Which, by the way, Jared, I got your top one all nice and packaged back up, so that's good to go for return. Capstone, Pulse 24. Anything else I got? Let's see here. That's basically it. To let you know, Jared, that I also got something coming in the mail for you. It's something you've been looking for a while. It's not the Mason dump tank, unfortunately. I couldn't find one, but let's just say another friend of mine, has sold me something that I know you would absolutely enjoy.
How about now, guys?
Like I was saying, getting better.
Keep talking.
For most of my life, everyone was telling me to shut the hell up, but now people want me to talk more. Make up your mind or something. I can picture just Bartholomew and Jared shaking their head like monster, monster, monster. All right, Jared says, there you go. Man, Jared, I'm sorry, man. It's not the dump tank, but it's a Vaporgate product that I know you would like. Bartholomew says that's perfect.
I just literally put up your gain.
So that's all, folks.
Okay, I'm gonna take off that filter. There. Okay, you can take control.
There we go. Now they got that out of the way. I found kind of funny when I started using the when I first got my microphone, and started using it. When Jared was helping me out as far as learning about, because my mic is directional. When I would do the FaceTimes, I was kind of pointing away from the mic, and my mic's right over here. So it sounded like I was in a hallway, but only up close. It almost sounded like I was on radio, like, "Well, hey y'all, how you all doing?" Jared, you sexy son of a bitch.
And I bow.
Thank you. Jared, I think it's best if you just sat on your couch or something and quit hurting yourself. Like, the man was taking a shower. He said he was taking a shower, knee buckles. He finishes the shower, continues to buckle, sits on the couch or on his bed or something. The cane falls and hits his knee.
Yes, that it is. His thing was at like 98. Literally putting that up to 100 made you louder.
Which is kind of a shame though, because me being a heavy of Celtic descent, you would think I'd be loud and proud no matter what.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen my background on mine. You should take a look at it. I have fun with mine.
Right. At least you were taking a shower instead of falling into the tub. I'll give Jared though a lot of credit. That man is one tough son of a bitch. Like when me and him first met, I went over to his house and to his studio and chilled with him for like 4 hours. And he tried so hard to not use the cane to walk around the studio. He is determined to try to at least get himself back to where he can walk without a cane. That's I commend you for.
I'm here.
I'm glad we can't.
Well, that's because you drank too much apple juice.
That distant voice. Sorry.
But yeah, like, pick up my kind of sit. Background. I mean, and you could even put your links and stuff on there. I mean,
All right, how long have I been live for? A little over an hour.
About hour 10.
I need to get me like a stop timer or something. Just to,
You trying to keep this one short?
no, just keeping track of, like I said, shoot for 2.5 hours at most.
yeah, we've only been streaming.
So, Jared, you would like to enlighten, chat a little bit, and kind of give what you have coming up for review this week? I have him curious on he's curious on what I have in the mail for him. Well, guess what, Jared? You'll see it on Tuesday's episode of Cave Talk. Because it should be here at the house tomorrow. All I gotta say is thank you, Kelly Kell, for letting me buy the product.
I have Wonder.
Well, the item is being mailed to me, and I'll hand deliver it to you, Jared. But because I want to see the look on your face in person when you see what I got for you. And I'm going to wrap it so that way you don't know what it is right away.
It's his dick in a box.
Okay, Jacksepticeye.
What's that, Jay? I didn't hear you.
Jay.
Yes, I'm using him as an insult to you.
Which Jay? I know like 20 J's.
Hayes.
You say that now, I'm going to pop in chat and rip you a new asshole.
I already called his little sticker thing out that it's not an actual size representation of the true Jay Hayes. And then he makes a post not long afterwards that I know it's not that exact, but I'm not fat, guys. Come on.
Bartholomew says, I want to be there too when I give Jared the product. Well, you know, Bartholomew, you have another barbecue and you invite me over, I'll bring it. That way we can all see Jared's reaction.
I'd love to be there too, but I haven't met either one of you in person individually, so it's not going to happen.
I'm not going to give any hints on what this product is. I just know it's a product that he is very well interested in and wants to get his hands on one.
He's got kids, so it's not going to be that.
Oh, shit. Jared, so you got to get your ass over here now.
What?
More than likely, when we all set up a plan to go meet, it's either going to be at a restaurant to have dinner or it's probably going to be at a studio.
I know a damn good Asian place.
Oh, Legends of Asia. When it comes to normal Chinese food, yes, Legends of Asia is the shit. But when it comes to sushi, I give it to Yee's up in Ontario, Canada. Well, thank you, Bartholomew. I appreciate that, brother. You ain't got to worry about anything, Dallas, or Salad, whatever you want to be called on here on YouTube. But Jared and Bartholomew are really great guys. As he has that look of disappointment on his face. Come on, Salad. Tell us how you really feel.
You don't want me to do that.
Well, people know people. You see in chat all the time now. People know my real name. They call me my real name here. There ain't nothing wrong with it. You saw Bartholomew call me Matt. You seen Joe call me Matt. Francis called me Matt. People know my real name. It's not a big deal. People know Truckin's real name. There's nothing wrong with it. Hell, look at the big time YouTubers. Look at Grim Green. Real name is Nick. 300K plus subscribers, and they all know his name.
It's not furry.
Just putting it out there. So, well, thank you, Brian. Anything else going on interesting that you guys have coming up?
Brian,
Yeah, there's a good question. How's your gaming streaming coming along?
like never. Been so freaking busy lately with animals, house, child, life, literally life beat. Actually, I got the perfect meme to show you. As my king makes squeaky noises in the background.
Number 3.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
That's me. That's what's happening.
Life for me right now is kind of like watching a reenactment of the Hell in a Cell match between Undertaker and Mankind. Just back and forth.
So I'm thinking of doing a tattoo. Hopefully soon. Another one.
I don't think Francis can handle that image.
Well, I got this one on my birthday, and I'm thinking of that one. So I'm thinking of getting one for my thigh. Something like that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But I kind of have the feather lightly wrap around.
I'm waiting for Francis to say something in chat. But all right, y'all. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Make this a quick one this time around. But like always, I thank everybody for tuning in and participating. Thank you to my panelists, my good friends, for coming back on, shooting the shit for a bit. Y'all have any final words you'd like to say before I hit the end button?
So, from here on out, I'm going to be doing my streaming so then you guys can kind of like go for both. So let's say his stream is just acting weird for you, but you can go on my link. Just so then you guys know. And yeah, that's pretty much. Whenever he streams, I stream at the same time.
Hi. If you have more to say, TKAT, go ahead and say it.
Who knows? Maybe my sound is better. Just kidding.
Spike, what about you, man?
I don't know, just the usual. Yeah, I don't know, just the usual. Yeah, know your battery safety, know what you're vaping on. Yeah.
Don't listen to the bullshit mainstream media.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Sal, about you?
Mod and juice awareness. Know where it is at all times. Know who's around you with them if you've put them down.
Well, folks, thank you so much for watching. As always, until next time, Monsterman, Vapes, and Friends, signing off.